What's going on, party people? Another random topic video. This is actually going to be a series, my high school stories. So basically, these next 7 series of videos is going to basically be showing y'all. I'm telling y'all about my days in high school. Yeah, so it's going to be like a 7-part series. So bear with me. So yeah, let's start off with freshman year. Throughout my life, I pretty much been through between public school and Catholic school. Started off in Catholic school, went to public school, back to Catholic school, and now high school, I'm back in public school. It wasn't that much of a transition. By this time, I wasn't such a knucklehead no more like I was in my middle school days. I pretty much understood, what the mission was, which is pass through here, get to college, handle my business. I gotta say, I was a little bit worried. All my friends in Catholic school, they're like, oh man, you gotta go to school with all like the hood kids, so to speak. I mean, we was all hood kids, but it's kind of different when, a lot of us was like children of either immigrants ourselves or children of immigrants. And the public schools was filled with, families that had been here in America already. So they was joking like, you gonna get your head stuffed in the toilet. They were just taking shit that we were seeing like a representation of like on like a television, like a sitcom, like the bullying that will go on in, television. They were like, you're gonna get your head stuffed in the toilet, you're gonna get this, you're gonna get that. So I was a little worried. I didn't know really how to take it. I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? I gotta go to school with all the fucking future jailbirds and drug dealers and shit. So I was a little worried when I first got there, but when I did get there, I realized high school is nothing like television. You know what I'm saying? Nothing at all. Especially the ones that we see on the fucking sitcoms that, a lot of us 90s kids grew up watching. First and foremost, I seen a lot of old friends. Providence is a small place, so a lot of the friends that I went to middle school with, or even some kids that I knew back in elementary. I seen them out there. One of the people I seen, my boy Mike Harris. Shout out to my nigga Mike. That was one of the friends that, I kicked it with mostly all throughout 9th grade. We had a bunch of different classes together. I went to middle school with him at Green, before I went back to Bishop McVinney. Yeah, that was like my right hand all the way through 9th grade. Also met a lot of new friends. My other boy, Mike Graham, shout out to him too. I mean, I couldn't even sit there and recall all the different names of the people I went to high school with. My boy Jose, who, he was at Bishop McVinney with me way back in the day. One of my boys, Greg, new friend, met him there at Hope. And, a whole bunch of other cast of characters that I couldn't even sit there and recall at this very moment. But, shout out to all of y'all. Y'all know who y'all are. Yeah, that year was a riot, man. One of the main things I remember was the roasting sessions. If you grew up in the hood, you grew up roasting each other, man. That's all we used to do. Everything was a joke. Everything was fair game. We didn't give a fuck. I mean, we was straight ruthless. Anything that would happen within the school day, we hear about some shit that happened. I mean, the boy Mike Graham, he made the mistake of one of the early few weeks of school to tell us that, I guess his mom kind of used to abuse him. Now, you would think that we probably would have some sympathy or empathy for that. I mean, they roasted him the whole time. Like, there was this one story talking about how his mom would lock him in the closet and invite other men over. That shit turned into his mom had him in the closet shitting on newspaper, and you know how people do. They take a story and they add shit onto it, and next thing you know, it didn't. It turned into some whole other shit. So that shit. So one thing I definitely learned in high school is don't tell anyone any of your business, because they will take that shit and roast you for it. Like, niggas didn't give a fuck. Like, we learned pretty early on that Mike Graham, that is, he got mad pretty fast. Like, we roast him a little bit and he'll start getting pissed off. I mean, one day they said that this dude looked like they say he looked like the retarded dude from the Goonies. And when he walked into class, it was like, hey, you guys. And the whole class burst out laughing. And this motherfucker, he gets so fucking pissed off. I mean, this dude's ready to straight fight. He's just like, he said to my other boy, Ramsey, Native American cat, he's like, don't worry, Ramsey, you'll get yours. And he just was steaming. He was ready to fuck this dude up. Like, the teacher had to tell him, hey, man, just go out and take a few minutes, man, because he was wild the fuck out. We used to make fun of this dude for everything. Like, he was a huge wrestling fan. We'd make fun of him because of that. I remember one time I'm like, yo, wrestling sucks. They looked at me and said, your mother sucks. I was just like, oh shit, like this motherfucker, like motherfuckers ain't, niggas, he ain't playing no games when it comes to his wrestling. Everybody got roasted. We used to say my boy Mike, nigga Mike Harris, this nigga had like a little mini fro back in the day. We used to say this nigga looked like Mo from The Simpsons. Anytime he came through, it was like, who wants a flaming Mo? Shit was just legendary. The roasting sessions we used to have. Anybody could get it. It was just, shit was crazy. I mean, Mike, another Mike Graham again, the white Mike, I don't even remember what somebody said to him one day, and he just like slammed his locker and like stormed off, and this motherfucker was he was always just ready to fight somebody over some shit, man. And that's the madder he would get, the more we would make fun of this dude. One day we're in gym class. This is one of the first days of school, so not everyone had their gym clothes, right? So if you didn't have your gym clothes, you couldn't participate in gym. You gotta have the blue shorts, white t-shirt. And the funny thing is, this nigga showed up, and this is his first time, kind of. I don't want to say his first time, but I don't think he had been around black people too much, because this dude came in with the shortest shorts. I mean, it looked like straight one of them old NBA videos, highlights that you watch with the booty shorts all the way up to the, you know what I'm saying, looking like some Daisy Dukes. And when this dude was walking across the gym, somebody out of nowhere just yells, "No boxes!" That shit was fucking hilarious, yo. We was just dying laughing, I remember I didn't have my shorts that day, so when they start saying that shit to this dude, that shit was hysterical, man. Them roasting sessions was all that, man. Again, another one of my friends, my boy Ramsey, who I mentioned earlier. Again, he's Native American, so we used to call him all type of stereotypical Native American names like Night Wolf or fucking Three Tails or fucking like anything we could fucking think of. We calling it that. I was roasting this chick one day, and one of these chicks, she had like the biggest forehead, and I'm like half asleep on my desk. I just look up, all I see is this girl's forehead, and I'm just like, she got a big ass forehead. The crazy thing is, I meant to whisper it, but my voice, the whole classroom was just dead quiet because the teacher was, lecturing or some shit, and it was right in a moment where he paused or some shit, so the class was like dead quiet, and my voice seemed to travel a lot louder than I thought it would. And she kind of like turned around, and I'm just like, I'm trying to hide behind it. My boy Greg's laughing his ass off like, "Oh, you're a fucking asshole." And I'm just like, yo. That shit just was what it was, man. Man, so many stories came from that time. I mean, I remember not making the basketball team, my freshman year. We're so petty, we start, a bunch of us who didn't make the team, we're making fun of my boy Mike Harris, who did make the team. As funny as that is, the niggas who didn't make the team making fun of the nigga who didn't make the team. And we're just like, "Oh, you ain't getting no burn. Like, you average like 30 seconds a game, nigga." Like, like anything that we felt uncomfortable about, we tearing everybody up. Like, that's just how it was back then. What can I say? I can remember one time where this nigga Mike, we're sitting in the classroom doing some assignment or whatever, and the teacher, he goes in the closet and he finds like this bag in the closet. So he just grabs it, he brings it back to his desk. Like, who left their bag in here? Who just, it just, like the closet, it just seemed like an old closet like that had been that way. This is an old ass school, right? This is a fucking public school. So he's just thinking like the shit that been there. Like, it ain't nobody's stuff. So he takes it, because most of the teachers, they kept their stuff behind their desk and do whatever. He goes in the closet, takes the bag, brings it over, and starts fucking writing on it. So the teacher comes out of nowhere like, "Mike, what are you doing with my bag?" Yo, his face was like, his jaw just dropped like, oh shit, he knew it was a rap. I'm sitting directly behind this motherfucker, laughing my ass off, like, and mind you, the whole class is laughing, but I'm directly behind him, so the teacher sees me laughing, and she's like, "How you writing on my bag?" She like snatches her bag, like, "Go to the principal's office now, like, get out of my face." I'm dying laughing behind him. Mike's trying to explain himself. She sees me laughing, goes, "Oh, Kai, you think it's funny? You go to the principal's office too." And the whole class started laughing again. I'm like, yo, everybody's laughing. Like, how the fuck I'm the only one getting fucking punished for this shit? Like, that shit was fucking crazy. So both of us, we walk over to the principal's office, and he's cool. He was like an assistant principal, so he kind of talked to us a little bit about what happened. Mike really didn't know it. I mean, it was a stupid thing to do, but man, that shit was funny as hell, man. This motherfucker just started writing on a random bag. But anyway, he was cool. He let us slide. He just kind of had us go back and apologize. He was like, "Let me see if I could talk to her, smooth things over. Maybe if you guys apologize, maybe she'll let it go." Because at the end of the day, I mean, it's just a bag. At the end of the day, it's not nothing like crazy expensive or nothing like that. But so we apologized. We was able to. I mean, school had ended pretty much by then, but we apologized, and we ain't get suspended or nothing, no detention, none of that. Man, I remember another story with this dude Greg. We're sitting in class, and same teacher. This is like one of our math teacher. I don't even remember her name. She's teaching this assignment about like, so we're taking like different companies. I don't know. She took like different. This is like what? This is ninth grade. So I don't remember what math you take in ninth grade, but whatever math you take in ninth grade, we're taking this math. We're taking different companies and trying to figure and using them for some type of shit. I don't know. All I remember is so Greg starts taking the company names and just start being a damn fool with it. And he's just like, so two of the company's names was BJ and Cox. So he sees these names and he's just like, he goes, so if I have Cox and I have another company, could I get a BJ? And to everyone's surprise, the teacher's like, yes, that's great, Greg. The whole class is dying laughing. The teacher has no idea what's even going on, and only the teacher. There was this kid in our class who his sight was horrible. So he had to get like this machine just to be able to see like a piece of paper in front of him. Also, he was like Spanish, so he had to have like his own kind of assistant, like teacher's assistant, whatever she was, to kind of help him, and she would go to all the classes with him just to help him with the assignments and all that. Well, not help him with the assignments, but help him make sure he's seeing it the right way, make sure he understands it. She was the only one who was like who's seen through his BS. Like, she's like, oh, grow up, The teacher's just like, yeah, great job, Man, that shit was hilarious. I remember me and Greg almost fought too. I don't even remember what it was for. I just remember this motherfucker threw a pencil at me. I was gonna whoop this nigga's ass. And he was bigger than me too, but I didn't give a fuck back then. Like when I got mad, I was ready to go. But it was squashed soon after that. Same day, it wasn't nothing to it. We was back cool. But he had a quick temper as well. And it was another day in class when, man, I don't know. Matter of fact, it was this same math class. Like our math class was lit in ninth grade. I don't know what he said. Greg was saying, he was always talking and running his mouth saying something. So he said some shit, and this girl, she told him to shut up. She's like, shut up, Greg. You're always talking. You're always talking shit. And he goes, oh yeah? My dick in your mouth. She goes, what? He said, my dick in your mouth. And to everyone's surprise, this girl just jumps up and smacks the shit out this nigga. Bow! And it took him like a second for him to realize what happened. But soon as his mind, soon as his brain grasped what the fuck just happened and he just got smacked by this chick, this nigga turned into a straight predator. He was like, and just dove on this bitch. Like, that shit was fucking, nigga. It took like half the classroom to get this nigga off this girl. Like, he knocked over like half the desks in the classroom. We're just like, oh shit. Like, a bunch of, this is like a Spanish girl, right? It was like Shamukanay or some shit like that. So a bunch of like the Spanish niggas was jumping on this nigga's back, grabbing him over, holding him. And this motherfucker's going crazy. He went like full Tyrannosaurus on this chick like, I'm gonna fucking kill you, bitch. You're gonna die. I'm gonna fucking kill you. And that shit was fucking nuts. Like, we were just like, now me, Mike, and all them, we're fucking dying laughing like, oh shit. We're amping this shit up. And then the teacher, she tells another student, he runs and calls like the assistant principal, whatever. Principals come. I don't remember if we had security in the school back then, but they had to hold this nigga, because if they would have let him go, he would have fucked this chick up. He ended up getting expelled for that shit, so we never see him again. But man, them was the days, man. That shit was funny. Greg was a funny dude, man. Also this is the same year, during this year, since I didn't make the basketball team, I would go over to the rec near my house. It was also like an elementary, it was like an elementary school, Kennedy Elementary or something. So we went to Kennedy Rec and we would play, me, Mike, and all them. And this is probably like in the springtime, because this is after basketball season, because, Mike played ball. So he told me about Kennedy Rec. I went over there and they had this in-house summer league. So me and a bunch of other kids, me, my boy Peterson, my boy Black Rob, my boy Aaron, a bunch of us played in this summer league. That shit was mad fun, yo. I actually got a trophy that year. Like excellent offense or something. We didn't win the championship. I think we lost in the championship game to my boy Aaron's team. I remember this dude hit like a buzzer beater in one of them games, and that shit was fucking. I was fucking heated, yo. Like, we was the two best teams. My team, me, Mike, Black Rob. I forgot who our other teammates was, but we had a nice little team. My boy Aaron's team, it was Aaron, Peterson, this white dude Corey. They had a few other people, but we was the two best teams in the league going for it. I was doing my thing. I probably averaged around like 10 to 12 points a game, something like that. I might be over-exaggerating, but this is my story. So I got to play basketball that year, even though I didn't get to play for the school like I wanted to. But, Kennedy Rec was mad fun. And from there, we had a summer league, that summer. And again, losing to the same fucking team. The teams was a little different by then. Aaron was on. It was like me, Aaron. I don't remember them. This is like fucking. It's like freshman year of high school, so it's like around 03, 04, like mad long ago. I got to play ball even though I didn't make the ball team. It wouldn't be the last time making the ball team. Check out my basketball story where I tell you about everything that happened in ball throughout my life. Yeah, my freshman year of high school was hilarious, man. Nothing less to say. All the friends I met, all the friends I knew already. That's just life in Prov, though. There's only but so many schools to go to, so all the friends that I met throughout my life, a lot of them went there. A lot of new friends, and by this time I've known them for so long, I don't even see it like that no more. So it's hard to even think of the new people I met once I got there. But I rock with everybody. Y'all know who y'all are. Shout out to y'all. Everybody who went to Hope High School, from 2002 to 2006. Y'all know what it is, man. All right, holla at your boy. This is my freshman year. Check out the next video. A couple more stories. And anytime I'm gonna think of some more stories, I'm gonna just drop it here for y'all. And anyone who went to Hope, if you seeing this, you remember our freshman year, drop a couple stories, we can reminisce together. All right? Peace.